Become a nobody to become a somebody. Welcome back to another video. I'm emceeing your mindset masculinity coach and your brother. If you want to join the community, if you want to find a brotherhood for yourself and to find like-minded people that want to evolve and rise to the top. Let's get right into the video. Why do I say become a nobody? Because if you think about it, we all just want to become successful. But in this video, I will explain you in a very, very easy way why you should destroy your old ego and become a nobody to become a somebody. Because think about life. You were born with values, born into a family, born into the school. You're getting teach things, you have beliefs, you think you are somebody, and that is that ego that was built within that time. And now you realize, I don't know how your life is, but some people smoking weed, some people going to a party, some people doing nothing with their life. And now you could realize that you want to change your life. But it's very, very hard to change your life if you have an ego right now and if you have that line, because think about it. You think that you are somebody. Smoking weed, you're going out with your friends. And now, for an example, you want to build a business or going to the gym. You cannot do it because of your ego. You think, you know what, I'm worth more. Why should I call somebody and do an interview when I'm already that man? You're fucking broke, ugly, and fat. But that's not even your fault. That's your belief. That's your mind. It's like telling your mom that you want to build a business and she don't understand it because she was born or lived 40 years with the belief that making money is only possible when you study or going to the fucking school. So it's too hard to explain to her that she has to break down, become a nobody, learn something, because when you are a nobody, you have no ego. And that's what we want to achieve, to build a new ego. Having an ego is not bad. Your ego is not something that is holding you down, or is not the reason for you not become successful. Only the ego that you have right now. Because you have to be somebody who has an ego, believes that he's the best, but also has the ability to be open for new things, to learn something new. Even though I think I'm a good man, even though I think I'm good at sports, even though I think I love myself, I got respect for myself, I walk into the streets like I don't give a fuck who the king is, or I think I am the king, but I'm still open to learn something new. If there is a better fighter than me, I would never think that, I don't have to learn something from him, because I have to be open. Even though I could beat him up, or I think I beat him up, because of my mind, or because of the ego that I have, or because of the confidence, I would still be open and learn something from old, from young, from woman, from man. Should not be a big ego. And that's only achievable if you are a nobody. So the thing we have to do right now is break down from that ego that we have right now, and all of these years go back to the ground, become a nobody, accept the reality. What is the reality for us right now? Not the ego that we have, but the reality. For me, 2 to 3 years ago, it was being fat, being a nobody, being broke, having no girlfriends, having no success stories, having no goals, having no why, having no reason to keep going, being an addict to junk food. And I had to change that. But how? By come back to reality. And the thing that I did then was to build a new ego. And that's what we do right now, with new principles, with a routine, with goals, with a why, and with new self-belief. Because here, I was just a person who talked shit, thought that I had ego, thought that I had the right to think that I am somebody. But that's wrong. So we're gonna kill that man, become a nobody, coming to the reality, accepting the reality that we built. Because if you want to be rich and we are fat and ugly and broke, we have to accept the reality and build a new reality. This is the new reality. What is the new reality? Whatever the fuck you want to be, whoever the fuck you want to be, whatever the fuck you want to believe in. And that's the new ego. But the difference between the old ego and the new ego, because an ego is an ego, is that we are not ignorant. Here, we were ignorant. We had no backup. We were just talking. We did nothing. In the new ego, we're going to the gym. If we say we're going to do something, we do something. We're going to be a multimillionaire. We're going to do the daily to-do list. We're going to do something. We're going to change our lives. And that's the only biggest change, or the only big difference between having an ego and being ignorant, and having an ego and backing it up with real confidence because we believe in ourselves. Many people confuse being confident with having an ego, but that's not a bad thing. You should have an ego, but a real ego. So I hope you understand in that quick video that you should become a nobody to become somebody, and build a new ego to become the best version of yourself, to become a real masculine man. Why do I talk about masculinity? That's a whole new topic. I got so many videos about that topic. But I personally talk for men. And I think it's very important to become a strong man. And even with that whole systematic building weak man shit, we should always still believe in ourselves. And that's one thing where we get, and that's one thing where men get attacked. Because 200 years ago, it was common sense that a warrior thought that he has an ego, that he thought he was a strong man. Nowadays, we should believe that we are a nobody. We should believe that we are gay. But if you think about it, these gay, transsexual, ugly-ass, feminist people got the biggest ego with no backup. Even though they say, I got free will. I got no ego. You ego. Who the fuck you think, you toxic masculine man? But this is their ego talking. So we as men, we as masculine men, we can say, you know what? We can go to the ground, accept reality, see that we are not that strong, and build a strong man. That's the goal. Let's get it, champ. I hope you learned something. Hope you comment under the video. And you will see in the future that everything I teach is the right way.